Right, job today. The Delta Loop has gone AWOL, high SWR, and I would have thought it's probably something to do with water because there's no drain hole. So when you put some sort of Balun in a field, what happens is when it gets hot, it expands, and some of the air inside will just naturally find its way out, bolt holes, things like that. And then when it's cold, it sucks air back inside. Over a period of time, it's got nowhere to go, so it can condense just like a cold glass of beer, and you end up with water. So we'll take it all apart and have a look. This is it here. It's quite big. I think I can hear water there. For the benefit of the doubt, I am actually using the old Pocket 2 right now, the one I repaired on that video. We need to drop this down about a foot if I can. Oh, it's all stuck. It's frozen solid. Drat. So we can just pull it. There we go. The inside's loose, guys. Water get in there easily. All right. Well, I think I know what the problem is. All right, let's get some tools, get this down, and put it on the bench. I'll have to use an old handkerchief. Otherwise, I won't be able to grip anything. So I think the connector's all right. I mean, it is totally flooded in Vaseline. Let's have a look. Ooh, was a drip of water there. We'll get some new paracord. We put it back up. One there. This one here. I made a video once about these knots that I'm undoing right now, and how it doesn't matter how old they are or how tight you tie them, you can always get them undone. And that is proof. He's coming undone easy. It's called a bowline knot. Retrieve the camera, which is halfway up a tree. We're into the relatively warm area. So that's the top of the unit, and well, no, it's the bottom, isn't it? And there was a drip coming out the centre, right at the centre of the SO239. But let's take it apart. Well, give it a quick clean up and take it apart, see what the mess is. Now, the problem was I couldn't fault find this originally with a meter, because under low power it wasn't faulting. So 5 watts, 10 watts, 15 watts, 20, it was about 25 watts that it went AWOL. And, you know, all of a sudden it went. So that's what made me think it was water. Because sometimes a meter doesn't help, you know. Well, maybe it does, I don't know. Let's just make this a little bit cleaner, nicer. So the difference between this and the Pocket 2, when I'm disassembling this, is this is man size. The Pocket 2 was minuscule. There we are. Now, Mike and I made this on a video, which I will show here. And also in the description. Mike, well, it was Mike's project. I wanted to build it, but I felt a little bit out of my depth. So Mike came along and helped me. And it was actually quite good fun building it, to be honest, because Mike's a bit of a laugh, you know. So today is Tuesday. We've had a little bit of snow, not a hell of a lot. I don't think these need to come all the way out, actually. And we've just had a weather warning through for Friday that it might be really, really terrible weather. So if I'm at home, and I might run a live stream actually from home, you know, sort of like a snow net in the morning. It might be quite good fun. I quite like those. All right, what's the betting? What are we going to see in here then? Last screw. There is a rubber gasket here, but of course air's going to get in here and here. What sort of mess it's going to be. Whoa, look at that block of ice. Hey, hey. Yeah, it's soaking wet. Soaking wet. Well, I wouldn't have been able to. That's amazing. Yeah, okay. We definitely need a drain hole, don't we? Yeah, all right. I nearly said the ice is really cold, but it is, isn't it? Let me throw this away. So we've got a number of issues here, but we might be able to get away with it by just giving it a quick dry out. You might just be able to see this one here is a little bit loose, so that wouldn't have helped either. So we'll do that one up nice and tight. Well, we'll do them all up nice and tight. And we'll get the air dryer on this and see if we can just dry it out. I mean, I'm not too worried about the rust that's coming off the... Just a bit of rust just down here, you know. A lot of people say to me, you know, oh, why don't you use self-amalgamating tape and everything? I mean, that self-amalgamating tape would not have helped that. What would have helped is drilling a drain hole so it never filled up with water in the first place. And I don't know where the hot air gun is. This is our old hot air gun. And I don't have a socket nearby. I'm not getting extension leads just for this. So without burning my hands, now I've actually melted the hot glue very slightly, which is fine. Oh, wait a minute, I did identify another issue. The ground tab has actually come away completely from this. So we will need to, and it's been arcing, I think. So we get another ground, we need to desolder that, take this off. Yeah, okay. Can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm just undoing the SO239 slowly. Maybe just put a brand new SO239 in here. Move the camera, you might be able to see what I'm doing roughly. We could cut Mike's soldering off and then wire wrap something a bit stronger to it. Because I love this antenna. This Balun is fantastic. Okay, so that's the washer. It rusted away, or it had blown apart, one or the other, because I can detect something else. The thing is, though, with a ACOM amplifier, it's almost impossible to have a fault because it tells you, it just trips, and I haven't had any tripping going on. Needle nose. Jack it off. Mike, how have you done this? I think we just have to cut that off and graft it back on in a bit. One 4-to-1 Balun. It's warm and it's drying, and I think we can just remelt this glue here. We will put a drain hole in though, and we need to somehow solder this to a new SO239. So I've got to bring the 239 through the hole, and then we've got to solder to it. Okay, Lockie's given me a new SO2, well, he did give me a brand new SO239. because that had been terribly abused. We'll just give this a final clean inside. Weirdly enough, the serrated, no, that would have worked actually, because then the water would have found a way out, but we won't do that. Oh, we need to bend that tab up. So we can solder onto it, you know. Let's worry about those bits afterwards. We just need that in there. Oh, wait a minute, let's get some flux. Oh, great smell. That is flux, isn't it? Yes. I've got some higher resolution specs somewhere, but anyway, this will do. I've got a bit of heating to do now. We're set at 470 at the moment. You're not supposed to blow, but I was getting rid of the fumes. Okay, we're there. Now, I'll somehow get the other side onto that, which we will do with a bit of forcing. We will move it so it both touches. We'll kind of do the same thing as we just did. I don't have a little brush, so I'm just like dumping it on. Oh, it's going on. Just. Big lump of solder now. Shouldn't have done that. Just make it more pretty. I'm just going to give it a wiggle, make sure we're actually connected. There we are. We're a bit far away from the, it could be closer. There doesn't seem to be much of a connector. I mean, it is connected. Okay, so I can pull it away and force a problem. Seems to be okay. Oh, now we've got this problem. They go that way, bend it around, somehow squash it in the hole. One. Fork connectors would have been a hell of a lot blooming easier. There we go. Okay. And that's still held. Washer. And this time I have to do them up a bit tighter. So we should have... There we are. We'll do them up properly in a minute. If we can get this back on today, I'll be very happy. So what was it? The water? I don't think it was, you know. I actually think the water didn't help. The water helped rust away the tab, which is inside the equipment. And then the tab broke, which I was getting intermittent the last couple of days. And now I'm getting it full broken. And it was. Only one side of the Balun was working. So it was acting a bit like a long wire, really. Can I get one of these in? Will that fit? If it does, oh it does. I get another spouter. I need another 10. Or a socket, one or the other. I think I've got a 10, another 10 somewhere. There's a 10. If a bit overboard, if that fits on, it does. I think it. Yeah. So. We need to move this wire out of the way slightly because it's getting in the way of the me trying to fix it. Right, so that's at the top. We'll put the drain holes, one at the front and one at the back. So what we're after, front and back. All right. It doesn't need to be too big, does it? Let's just find an old drill bit knocking around. It's about just a quarter of an inch. I'll just check how far in we need to come. I can go right all the way in near the edge. And then right in the middle of the B. Now, I mean, where do you end and stop? But at least this way it will actually train, won't it? Alright. I mean, we've got to get out and test it now. Good. Oh, and our little repair has already failed. I thought it might. This is the, it's that little tab there. I'll bend it into place, solder it again. Yeah, alright. Oh, I hit it with the drill bit, that's why. I'll just put the soldering on. Okay, it's actually resting in the little sort of pip hole this time. Yeah, where's the smelly stuff? Better than none at all. Solder. I don't want to be breathing it in, basically. I'm breathing it out while I'm doing this. Okay, that's absolutely... I'm happy with that now. If you can see at the bottom, that little tab on the 239. Then I think we ought to heat this up again so that I can melt that hot glue and stick it back down. Right, let's inspect the lid. Yeah, okay, lid's all right. This has cooled down. The solder's holding. Everything's in place. We will need... Did I have more washers? No. That's the fork connectors back out there. This time these are torqued quite tightly. We don't have a torque spanner, it doesn't really matter, I've just done it as hard as I can. Okay, so if that's down, we'll have our little sticker up. This one I should go and get my little electric screwdriver to save some time. But with the magic of the filmmaking process on YouTube, I'm now finished. Right, I think we're ready to go. We can probably just salvage some odd bits of paracord from out there. I've seen a bit knocking around. There we go. Back into the forest. You can see, by the way, that's the antenna field there with the snow in it, and the delta loop is just, within 30 feet, 10 meters of it. Right, I've got to get all the bits together. Where do I hang you up? I had you very precariously up a branch a minute ago. Right, there's some paracord over here. It's gone all green and mouldy, but we'll have it anyway. Don't know where that went. Was it round there? Around here? Can't remember. Does it matter? Not really. Oh, there's the dogs. Hello! I'm nearly done here. I've been repairing this. My favourite little loop antenna. You know when you look at a knot and you think, that doesn't look right? Oh, it is. It's okay. Right. Good. The coax goes on the bottom. And then we've got some cord knocking around. Everything's stuck. There we are. Released it. There's one there. And there's another one over here. That's the wire. This one. All right. Ready to be hoisted. And this just helps a little bit. Seem to remember. Although it doesn't want to know. Because the coax is spinning around it and stuff. Yeah? Oh, really? Where? Oh, it's come out. This way. Up. This way. Seek. Seek. Good boy. Off you go. Go see Mama. Lost the ball. This bit isn't really doing anything, but whatever. It would have been a good idea to do this before I hoisted it up. But anyway, whatever. We'll still do it. It'll still fit. There we are, to put it there. Lovely. All right. A moment of truth. We're on the Delta Loop. I'm on our sideband. Ho. We're back in business. CQ, over.
Yeah, Germany 3 Sierra Echo Delta.
G3 SED. Oh, Mike, how are you doing? You sound cracking, over.
Hello, Callum. Well, I'm surprised because the aerial's down. I've got the tower down at the moment. I'm on an end-fed halfway for 80.
Talk about aerials on the ground, Mike. My antenna is only about, well, I can stand on the ground and touch it. It's a little Delta Loop in a triangle in the woods, Mike.
Oh, I see. It's a horizontal. I've never tried one of those, Callum. Never tried any sort of horizontal loop, so that's interesting.
I mean, I just want to squirt some power in it and make sure it doesn't go pop, because, well, if you see the video that comes out probably Thursday night, you'll wonder how the hell it worked anyway. I don't worry so much about SWR, particularly with the ACOM. I really don't give a shit, actually. I just don't, I want to, as long as I get full power out, you know, I know it's going out. All right, how to repair a 4-to-1 Balun. I didn't know it was going to end up like that. But good bit of fault finding, I thought. See you next time. All the best. Enjoy your radio. Bye for now.